The trade war with the United States continues to be the hot news topic at any level of government. So in my monthly update yesterday with Milton Mayor Gord Krantz, I asked if he has ever seen anything like this in his 60 years of government service.
No, I haven't, and you're absolutely right. This year is my 60th year as an elected person. No, I've never witnessed anything even close to this, even locally, regionally, provincially, federally, or globally. So, it's kind of sad in a way, Jason. It truly is because I've got both friends and family in the U.S. So, it really is sad, and what's happening. And bottom line is, out of what's evolving, there are no winners. There's going to be lose, lose, lose. For many of us, not only, Canada, US, but globally, is going to have an international effect. And that's going to be a negative effect.
No doubt, Mayor Krantz. But so on a local level, we're talking municipal government here. Is there anything that you have done at a local level to try to assist Canada in this trade war?
Yes, I think I speak for the biggest majority of my elected colleagues on Milton Council. We've advocated, by Canada, that's for sure. And of course, we do have, and I've already checked, we do have agreements in place, and I'm a little hesitant to even think about breaking some of those agreements with American business because then, what you get into then is lawsuits. And of course, we try to avoid those. But moving forward, I can assure you and assure all our listeners that we're very seriously not only thinking, but not even advocating, buying American. Like as an example, it's been in the news the last day or two about the city of Toronto with buying fire trucks. Every one of those fire trucks is probably $1 million each or more. And the town of Milton buys 2 or 3 fire trucks every year as a rule. So just think, if we all think that, it's a multi-million-dollar hit if we buy just locally. So even though it might cost a little bit more, but there's a message there to be sent.
Now, Mississauga Mayor Carolyn Parrish is trying to send a message. She has had all American flags removed from city spaces. I'm curious, on your end here, does Milton have any American flags flying in city spaces, and would you consider doing the same thing?
Well, if we had them, Jason, no, there are no American flags flying, so that's not an issue with us. We've run into, issues before where different countries around the world want to raise a flag for, particular days of proclamation. We've resisted that. We've taken a little bit of flack over that as well. But no, there are no foreign flags flying in Milton.
Not an issue then. Well, let's keep it local here for our final topic. Milton has put in place a new license plate recognition system, which means people could be getting tickets in the mail rather than on their windshield. Tell me about this.
Yeah, well, it's something we put into place. I think it went into effect on March the 3rd. And of course, we're only doing this interview on March the 17th. And of course, to the best of my knowledge, I haven't heard any complaints, but I do know, and I checked before we went on the air, but there has been the odd ticket that has been mailed out. But as far as any negative or positive feedback on it, I'm not aware of any of yet, but it's rather early. Probably on our next show, Jason, we can chat about it again. And I'm sure there will be some negative feedback when somebody gets a ticket in the mail that they didn't know anything about. So I'm sure there's going to be some interesting times ahead for it. But it's a brand new program. But I do say it's more about safety than anything else. And of course, we've got parking issues as other people do. You get a street with 100 residents on it. There's 50 people want no parking, and there's 50 people want parking. So we got to adjudicate and make sure it's done respectfully, and hence that's what we're doing. It's a little bit more effective, but I can assure the taxpayer out there, it's not being done because of additional revenues. It's safety more than anything else.